are loads of benefits to homeschooling. There's lots of opportunities to meet that child's learning needs. Socialising is one of those things they always mention. Home educators organise in groups and they'll meet together 1 or 2 times a week. Those children who are home educated actually do better in home education than they do in the schooling system.
Good morning, Leah.
Good morning, Mom.
When you make the decision to homeschool, there are a million thoughts that run through your mind, but the one thing that stands out is freedom. To have always dreamed of homeschooling, there is no amount of planning that can prepare you for how homeschooling will turn out. There are so many questions. You never know what is going to happen or what you are going to expect, what you are going to do, how you're going to make it work, who you're going to meet. There are no rules to follow, and the feelings of overwhelm can start to get the better of you. Then there is finding the balance of mother, teacher, and wife.
She's out of breath and we haven't even started yet. Come on, Leah.
So if I'm going to be homeschooling with my kids, the question is, how am I going to make it work? So there's going to be some considerations of things that I'm going to have to think about to make homeschooling work. So I guess the first one would be work. Am I going to have enough time to continue to work and homeschool and take care of the household? You do want to have that flexibility to travel. I guess there's nothing really tying us down except George is an electrician. Money, I mean, it would be nice not to have to stress about money, not to have to worry about money. I mean, if you can figure out a way to create some sort of passive income, and if you do have any suggestions, please comment below. And you know, self-care. I mean, I'm gonna have the kids 24/7 unless they're doing an activity. So I really need to make sure that I look after myself and my mental health. It would be really nice if I could just have 1 hour of time to myself. Gotta think about, you know, as for the kids, there's the, you know, curriculum. What kind of curriculum do I want to have? Do I want to have structure, or do I want to have something on the computer, or do I want to have books? I mean, there's quite a lot to think about. Then there's social connection, and the kids are going to be with each other for extensive periods of time, and they're going to need to be able to interact with other kids. So I need to think about where and when is that social interaction going to happen, and hopefully with the other kids that they do meet. And I also have that social connection because it will be quite lonely having to homeschool. I want to be able to meet other like-minded parents who share similar values or morals as I do. That would be really, really nice. I want them to have life skills. I want them to learn about life skills. I think that's super important above all. Flexibility, definitely flexibility. And then it kind of leads into routines, having some sort of rewards for the work that they've done. So I think having those rewards is going to keep them on track.
I think what a drink break, right, Mom?
Having a better understanding of what homeschooling is and what to expect from homeschooling gave us some guidance on what homeschooling would look like. But even then, you can't help but feel overwhelmed and realize how much you can underestimate the challenge that lay ahead. Even after a year of homeschooling, you can clearly see that we took way too much on. Not only was this the start of our new adventure, but I realized that the dreams I had for my family were becoming a reality right before my eyes. As we began this new adventure, I knew there would be challenges, but with faith, I was confident that we would overcome them together and that we would emerge from this experience stronger and more connected than ever before.
You got this.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
I believe in me too.
You can do this.
I can do this.
I can do this.
I cannot do this.
How does it feel to homeschool you guys? Well, we've been homeschooling now for a year and we've had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
Probably more downs than ups. I actually really enjoy homeschooling, and
Yeah.
you're probably like, really? Really? But yeah, I do.
Probably people who go to school are probably like, I can't be with my child for that long. I need to work. I need to get some money.
Well, that's probably one of the hardest things about homeschooling is that you've got everything else to do on top of that. It's constant like organizing, planning. Homeschooling can be tough because I have to try and balance everything. I've got to try and do grocery shopping. I've got to try and wash clothes, put clothes out,
That's why we either
do the dishes, cook dinner,
that's
cook
what-
lunch. There's so much to do. And on top of that, I've got to homeschool you guys.
Yeah. What's the best thing about homeschooling?
The best thing about being a homeschooling mum is the fact that I do get to spend a lot of time with you guys and I get to watch you and your sister grow up. Every day you just learn something, not only about you guys, but I learn something about myself as well. Sometimes I learn a new fact that I didn't know before, and that's really awesome.
And she's an adult, just to think about it.
Yeah, I am an adult and I don't know everything, and that's okay.
Yeah, because there's so much more to learn.
There's so much more to learn.
It's very interesting when I look back on everything we did last year and see all the amazing achievements and feats, and to know we have the opportunity to set goals as individuals, as a family, and work together to support each other is pretty cool. Like this year I spent the better part of January just goal setting, because sometimes we can lose ourselves with circumstances out of our control.
There is a lot of unlearning that you need to do as a person, and you need to try and shift your mindset as to, okay, what exactly is homeschooling? What exactly does learning mean? You're not trying to replicate a classroom. I mean, at first it was really hard because you are trained to act and behave in a certain way. And the more you move away from the social norms or what's normal and what society tells you what is normal, the more you start to question things. You start to question everything. It's like you have this deeper inner knowing that things just don't seem right. It's hard to imagine life before we started homeschooling. I don't know if I would ever be able to go back. I mean, Leah has said stuff about maybe going to high school or something, but that's only if it looks anything like a high school like Wednesday. I don't know if there's a high school out there in Sydney at least. When you do start to homeschool, you start to see all the different possibilities that are available for you. If anything, homeschooling has really taught me to be really open-minded about just things in general. What's happened in the last 3 years, it's taught me that things are uncertain. There is no guarantees. There are choices sometimes out of our control. We need to learn to trust ourselves to make the right decisions that feel right, and they are completely 100% aligned with our own vibration. It's not just life for me, but life for my kids. I know that they did not come here. They were not born into this world, as I like to say, to work, pay bills and then die. The way that we have been molded, I don't want to be that person. I don't know what else to say, except I feel very grateful. I feel very fortunate. And as I'm navigating my way through this whole homeschool, things have really flowed. We have a really good balance, and that's pretty awesome.
Today, my name is Miss Ellie. Good morning, Miss Ellie. Today, we're going to read Tim and the Van.
Homeschooling has given us a taste of what life can be, and we are excited to see where it will take us next. To experience the alternative has been one of the best adventures, and imagine what life would have been if we decided to go back to living the way we had before. This homeschooling journey has made me realize that motherhood is to provide a source of comfort, strength, and support, and to create a safe and nurturing environment for our children to grow and thrive. It is also to be patient and understanding, and that's something I've actually been working on, patience. But it's also to recognize the uniqueness of your children and to help them develop and become the best version of themselves. To embrace the true essence of motherhood is also to recognize the sacrifice and selflessness that comes with the role. It is this time to put the needs of your children before your own, and to give up some of your own desires and to make the choices that will benefit them. It is to know that you have played an integral role in shaping their life, and to feel an unbreakable bond of love and connection that will last a lifetime.
Like, honestly, what are the odds of me finding time to finally put this video together and we've got someone cutting the grass. So you hold my phone?
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to hold my phone.
I-
No, because it's near water. I'm going to hold my phone, Jesus. What was the question?
How does it feel to homeschool us, Mum?
Oh, wow. Oh, I don't know. It feels amazing. Like there's a dragonfly buzzing around us.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. So how should we wrap up this?
You just say, and that's our homeschooling family. Bye.
Nah, I don't like that. Thanks, Leah.
Welcome. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
Did you? Did you really enjoy that?
Yeah.
Oh. It's all part of the perk.